The morning ritual for people who think deeply.
Zen AM.
Hey man, you talking today?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again. Time for Zen AM. Start off with some breath work.
See, a real one will make a fake one to make you recognize a real one. You be like, hold up. Oh, we live. Hey, what's up, everybody?
We live.
To another episode of Zen AM. I'm your host, Nehemiah. We got Daria and DTB Brooks. It is officially Wednesday, May 20th, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
The month is gone almost, man. It's almost June. It's almost summertime.
Didn't we say that like last week? I said it. I was like, yo, it's gonna come around. It's middle of the week. June is right here.
You did say that. And it's right here, man. Before we get started, Zen AM is a space for conversation, perspective, and growth. That word be tripping me out sometimes. The ideas shared here are for inspiration and entertainment, not professional advice. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and always use your own judgment or consult a qualified professional when needed. Now that we got that out the way, we got aliens, we got reparations they trying to push out. We got so much crazy stuff happening in the world, man. I love the fact that we got so much material we could always connect to it, man. It's like there is just an abundance of things to tap into, man. So we never know where we going in the morning, but we're gonna know when we get there.
That's a fact.
How was your week, man? It's Wednesday now, man. The week is almost we getting close to the weekend.
It's just day, hump day.
Oh, it is. I be forgetting, man. Let's do it. Today is y'all know what today is. Different when we do 3 days a week now.
Right.
Because I gotta be on my best behavior 4 days out of the week.
Okay.
Now only 2 days.
Right.
So it changes. It's like it's easy for me to be on my best behavior 2 days out of 3.
Yeah.
5 days.
Something coming at.
That's when we start to run into a little bit of, a little bit of issues because I'm a wild boy.
That's a fact.
I want to start off. Well, I sent you some stuff on Instagram. Did you see the thing I sent you about Waka Flocka?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ain't watch all of it, but I want to first start off by saying I lost that one. I want to first start off. Y'all hear it first. We talked about Waka Flocka having that conversation with Jake Paul.
Yes, sir.
I was able to see more of it because what I saw was just the clickbait stuff before it even dropped. So you sent me a link. You showed me that there was more to it, and you were right. I think that Waka Flocka did a great job in the segment that I saw. So,
but the crazy thing about it, to the normal ear, that don't even sound right. Waka Flocka's doing something good. Like he's known to be the wild, crazy, but he's a different person, man.
I think you could be wild and crazy and good.
That's true.
He was never getting in troubles and stuff.
No, he was.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he's in a lot of trouble.
Maybe,
but he overcome that a lot. He became a vegan, lost weight. He's got his degree. I think he got his master's degree and stuff like that. So he's very educational and stuff like that now.
Okay, that's dope. We welcome all that. This is all about we in a space all about growth here, and that's what we appreciate. It ain't about who you were, it's about who you is.
Talk that talk.
Oh, I like that one. That one. Oh, shout out. This is new.
Spaceman
Jar Boodle Gamer. That's the name right there. That's the name right there. I think it's Manajar. That's the name right there. But so much to go over, man. There's just so much, man. We're gonna have a good show today.
We have a great show.
We're gonna have a great show, man. More alien stuff dropped. They are now giving almost like species types now. So before it was like we just have 4 different types. Now it's coming out with the 4 different types that they got. Supposedly there's like this whole insect type. There's the grays, which is like the typical alien. And then you got the reptilian. They are openly talking about reptilians right now, which is bananas.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the Nordics, right? The ones that kind of look like Swedish people.
I did see that they starting to categorize the aliens now.
Yeah,
giving them names and things like that.
What y'all think about that, man? I love to hear what y'all think about that. And to me, it seems a little bit. It just seems a little templated. I feel like they almost just scoured the internet and saw what people have been talking about for years and made those a species type.
Mm-hmm.
We've been talking about the reptilians. I mean, anybody in a conspiracy theory type of circle has always been talking about the reptilians. This has always been, I mean, the reptilians even connect all the way down to the story of the Anunnaki. So this is something we've been talking about reptilians for such a long time. Reptilians being in some type of power. So I would love to hear what y'all think about that, because it's so much to digest in such a little bit of time.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
It's your day. It's your day, baby. It's your day, man.
Hey, baby, I get to give y'all a little bit of sugar and a little bit of salt.
Yeah. Whoa. Anthony says, so are the rumors true that they were feeding reptilians the missing children?
That's been a theory. That's definitely been a theory. There's so many theories that go along. One is that, the reptilians have been living in the center of Earth. So there's been the stories of needing to take like the center of the Earth. They say that the core is just this ball of fire, but allegedly it's not. Allegedly, people live in the center of the Earth. Allegedly, those are, the reptilians live there. And it coincides with the stories like that one girl who said that she was like she lived underground in those underground tunnels for such a long time. And, the elites would be coming down there. They had their cities, they had their parties. So a lot of the stories are starting to kind of line up, but what do y'all think about that? The fact that they're talking about reptilians is wild. I mean, there's even, some theories that talk about in the Garden of Eden, that snake had legs and arms at first.
Right.
So that's a reptilian, right? And then it was cursed to lay on the ground. It lost its arms and legs, and now it had to slither across the ground. So that's been one of the theories that's been talked about. The Anunnaki, Anil, and what was the Anunnaki thing? Was it Anil and something else? About that galaxy crashed into ours, and then it fracturing off, and then that creating our planet. So that's kind of like where the Anunnaki and those reptilians come in. They was talking about reptilians way when George Bush. I remember there was a conspiracy theory one time when George Bush Jr. was president, and we've seen these conspiracy theories with the eyes of these people you'll be watching on TV, and then their eyes will blink this way.
Yeah, they're glitching. They be glitching.
So it's a lot to digest. So it's a fun time to be alive, man. I got my popcorn ready.
I mean, the reptilian thing, I've always been a fan of like understanding and just making sure that it's an accurate thing. And I do believe that there are reptilians out here. But I want to know like they purpose, and I probably never get that information. But I believe there's a lot of creatures that come here to visit and things like that. But what's their true purpose? Are they here to take over? Are they here to protect? Are they here to provide signals and give signs? Like, what are they purpose of coming here?
Yeah. I mean, I think, well, first of all, it doesn't register to me that they crash.
Mhm.
That part doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, what in the hoopty? Like, what in the hoopty spaceship do you got? you can travel
What in the
all these
hoopty?
galaxies. What in the hoopty? As soon as they get to Earth, they run out of gas. You know what I'm saying, or something, and they crash. So I got some stuff that I think. One, have you ever really looked at an octopus?
Nah, not really.
I think octopuses are aliens. I think octopuses are aliens, man. And I think,
Aliens of the sea.
I think that the sea is above and below.
Mm.
I think that the sea is above and below. And I'm really starting to believe that firmament deal where there is a firmament. NASA and NASA has been fabricating us going to space for all this time. There's been multiple people who have gone in and shown how how the pictures of the planets are all phony. There's this telescope that you can use. I think it's like a Nokia telescope or something, costs $100,000 that is able to look at the sun, and the sun looks like a living organism.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I think that the fact that it's coming out like this, it makes it harder to believe in the sense of how they're trying to give it to us, because it's like, why all of a sudden?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why all of a sudden? And why is it being dripped out? And why is it being done like this? And why are all these other things happening? Like, why, like the things that are happening at the same time just makes me raise my eyebrow.
Right.
You know, but I don't know if the reason why they would come here would be the real reason that we would get told to us. I don't think that would be disclosed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like the mystery question, the $1 million question right there. But now that you say it, I definitely, I'm looking at octopus now. I would definitely agree with you. They do give alien vibes. And I also love how your perspective on the sea, that you believe that the bottom is also the top.
Mm-hmm.
Hence, that's why you can't go too far down, because you'll
go back up.
Yeah.
Up is down. You go up, you come in this way. And that's the reason why. And I don't know if you've seen recently, there's been thousands of UAPs in the water recently, like all within the last few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
There's like these monitor things that they have, and they've been seeing thousands of these UAPs all in the water recently along the shorelines and stuff. So they've shown so many things that made it look like us going to space just was not real. I mean, certain things where before, I mean, it's like a clip of the dude who was drinking coffee and stuff in the spaceship. Like he's like fixing something, and the astronauts are right there, and no one's floating or anything yet. And they're like, "Get your coffee out of here!" And it's just a regular dude, and he's like drinking coffee and stuff. Then he goes in, disappears. They've had the theory, or the conspiracy theory. We're just going to take the word conspiracy out, y'all. We're just going to say they have the theory, because ain't no such. You know who created the word conspiracy, right?
No, who's that?
CIA.
I think you told me that on another episode.
Yeah, that's their word. So
yeah,
we're gonna go ahead and take that word out of there. We're just gonna say theory. There's theories that so many of the space footage that they've shot from inside of the spaceships were done underwater, which is why they're floating like that. So
you don't believe anyone has been in space as of yet?
I'm starting to not believe it, man. I'm starting to not believe it. The moon landing, I think, was the thing that started it off. You know, we talked about that with allegedly Stanley Kubrick being the one who directed the moon landing. And so many things just don't make sense about it's just none of it really makes sense. We have these 4K cameras now, yet for some reason when we go out of space the quality changes. That makes zero sense. Why does the quality of a camera change, especially if you're not streaming it, if you're just filming it? That would make zero sense. Like, why would my iPhone's quality be less up there than it is here if I'm just filming? What sense does that make? We got people who can document themselves. Like, I mean, we got 4K in the sky, you know? When you watch these parachuters and you watch these people who do the base jumping, when you see this, it's 4K, 360, this and this. But as soon as we get to space, the camera looks like the 50s. That makes zero sense. The fact that we were told that planets aren't actually circle, that they're more shaped like a pear. And then they kind of just superimpose to give it that circular look. That doesn't make any sense. So none of that stuff makes sense to me personally. What you think?
I was in agreements as well until, you know, you have people like Jeff Bezos and Elon, especially Elon. He has his SpaceX company, and, you know, Starlink, which is his internet. He put the wireless signals in space. So that's why you're able to have internet in remote locations. So in the past, I was questioning it, but now they're bringing technology that almost confirms that, hey, if I was in a remote location, let's say I was in the middle of Utah a year ago, but now I have Starlink, which is an internet provider, and I'm able to get that same exact speed, faster speed, in the same spot that I was in a year ago. So now I'm starting to believe it because they're bringing technology behind it. And I agree with you. If you're in space right now and the camera's grainy, like, you're not bringing no technology behind it to confirm what you was doing or what you're currently doing.
Yeah, that satellite thing too. I don't know. I mean, why is a rainbow shaped the way it is? Why is a rainbow always curved, right? Why? Why can it never have a right angle, right? If we're not in some type of firmament or some type of dome, why is it always shaped like this? Like a curvature. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. I never seen a straight rainbow.
Ever.
I didn't mean that. I just stated, like,
the views. Zen AM is a space for conversation.
I know I gotta cancel myself for that. But no, that's a fact though, right? Like even when you have, like, you washing your car and then like a rainbow is on the ground, like, it still has that shit. I'm gonna ask somebody, gotta give me that question and give me that answer. Why is a rainbow never straight? Sorry,
let's ask Dr. Umar.
Yeah. Somebody got to answer that question.
It's you know, a lot of it's talked about because of the firmament. A lot of it's talked about it.
But me that likes to believe that the earth is flat. I mean, if a rainbow comes, that
would agree with the flat. No, it doesn't.
Oh, that would agree?
That would agree with the flat earth.
Oh, wow. I thought because of the...
No. Because the firmament, if the earth is flat and the firmament goes over, that's what gives it that dome shape.
Oh.
So that it actually will connect more with the flat earth than it does the round earth.
Okay. Well, that makes sense then. Is it a movie on a firmament?
It's in the Bible. It's literally in the Bible. So Hillary Clinton talked about it one time in one of her speeches. she said something on the lines of, and one day we are gonna break through that firmament.
Yeah.
So there's a lot. I mean, what the Bible say about it? What the Bible say? The Bible talks about can you pull that up? The Bible talks about the firmament, I think in like Genesis and stuff when it's talking about the creation. I think the Bible even talks about waters above and waters below too. If I'm not mistaken, we need
yeah, Genesis 1:6, chapter 8. I'm at verse 8. God created the firmament to act as a divider, placing it right in the middle of the waters. Later on, day 4, God placed the sun, moon, and stars in the firmament to govern the day and the night.
What else you got to say?
We don't need no more footage.
What I mean, it's right there. It's right there. So
yeah, that's what it. Why are we talking about this, y'all? For years, people have been talking about this. It's in the text. It's in the Bible.
It says it right there, right? That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
What does it say about the waters? I mean, they've done so many theories, which is why the stars twinkle the way that they twinkle. They twinkle like something underwater. They've done this. Like, look at how, like, look, if you ever look at a pool and the sunlight or something, you look at the ground or the pool or something, that's the same way.
Yeah. How it shimmers at night. Everything is just a reflection. I could see that.
So there's also talks about like there's different layers though. Like there's multiple layers to heaven.
I believe so.
So there's something, that's also discussed. And then there's multiple layers of heaven, different dimensions of heaven, different types of angels. Some of them are extremely scary looking. We will probably be in fear, like the is it the cherubim? The cherubim. What does the cherubim look like? Like, is that the one with the wings and then the eyes?
Let me see.
There's one that is seraphim. Is it a seraphim that is has wings and eyes and it just screams and sings holy, holy, holy or something like that?
Yeah, seraphim. They got wings with eyes. It's just nothing but eyes. Can you imagine that? You just waking up and just nothing but eyes is just looking at you.
And it screams. It just screams like something with wings and eyes, and all it's doing is screaming holy. What is it scream? It screams something on the lines of that. Like
it represents the highest, most powerful orders of celestial beings. Yeah. Constantly declaring, holy, 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 holy is the Lord Almighty. Now, as long as it's not screaming to hurt the ears, I'll be cool with it. But if it's like a frequency that can't register with my mind, and it's like the nails on a chalkboard. Yeah, I'm definitely out of fear. I'm gonna just keep it a G with you.
I mean, I bet you let one of them, any type of alien that they just showed us on the news pop up, any of us gonna be in some type of fear. They said they got the insectoids. I think they calling them or something like that. They look like giant crickets. Or no, they look like praying mantis. They look like giant. Hey, pull up the see if we could pull up. Let me see if we could pull up an image of what these 4 species look like. And why ain't none of them black? Tired of this, man. Tired of this racism that exists even inside of, like, I want a black alien.
A black alien.
We got gray aliens.
Yeah.
We even got insect aliens. Can we get a black alien, man? Y'all even racist. Y'all even racist in space, man.
Hold on, I'm gonna try to find that picture for you.
Oh, here we go. Oops. Why did they make Michael Jackson the girl right here? Oh, wait, that picture disappeared.
Yeah, let me see if I can get another link.
Yeah, we gotta show y'all what these
Here you go.
What these things look like.
There you go.
That they trying to say. There we go. Of course, they make one look like that. This is racism, man. I'm calling racism from our government. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm calling racism.
But you know, I'm gonna tell you.
Look at this.
It's a bigger agenda at hand, bro. For them to release all these files, they covering up something.
Look at it. Look at this. Look at it. What do you look at this? Look at this.
You can if you scroll down a little bit, it goes.
Look at this, y'all. We can't come on, y'all. Why is the gray one naked? Why does this one look like everything? Like, why does this look like almost every type of hero they've tried to put in our movies, right? Thor, He-Man that's about to drop, all of them, right? Why does he look like that? And then what's up the little insect homie? See, the praying mantis is the one I want to have a conversation with.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. So that means that basketball player on the Spurs is taller than all these dudes. He might be, what's that dude's name? Mwembi or something?
Wembanyama?
Yeah, he one of them.
Yeah, most definitely.
He one of them.
Yeah.
So the gray one is 5 foot. Imagine seeing a 7-foot mantis. The Anunnaki reptilian is 8 foot tall, bro. And why does the reptilian have on a uniform and the other two don't?
That's a good question.
Right? Like, if you don't need your toes covered, why you need the rest of your body covered? Like, why is his arms and his toes and his tail exposed? Like, what is that uniform really protecting? I see the knee pads.
Yeah, he ready for war, man. That's a reptilian. He know what's going on.
Yeah. Those outfits don't register for me. And why they white? Wouldn't that make you seen even more?
Yeah. Or maybe they
about that.
Maybe they suits go stealth mode.
Yeah. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it till I see a black alien. You know me. I want to see give me an alien with an afro. Cornrows, man. Why can't the aliens even look like us? We don't get no representation nowhere. We don't get no representation nowhere, man. This is some bull, man. I ain't going. So when you asked me before if I'm going with the aliens, no, I am not. None of them look like they're gonna take me to a place where there's other me's there.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm straight. I'm cool on that, man. How come there ain't no Mexican aliens? There ain't not one Latin looking alien in that mug. Not one. They ain't got no representation either. Come on, man. Not one. All of our Latin brothers and sisters ain't got nobody to look up to either, man. And isn't the original man black? How come we ain't got no aliens? How is the original man black, yet there ain't a black alien? I'm calling racism on y'all. Shame on y'all. Shame.
I'm trying to figure out who posted this picture. I think it was on CNN. I think I seen it.
Mm-hmm. They put this up, the stories on Fox News, all that. New York Post, all that. So this is across all of the news stations. So this isn't something that a random person online put up. This is literally what they have just right before June 12th, the movie Disclosure Day drops. They drop in all of this.
Mm-hmm.
So how much is going to be in that movie, right?
Yeah, you did tell it. That come out next month, right?
The 12th, yep.
That's going to be a good one.
Steven Spielberg got the kind of money that's like, look, I got a marketing plan, right? Look, we're going to tell them months and months ahead of when my movie drop, we're going to start disclosing aliens. So it's either he knew that this day was coming or they working together and they all knew. But
Yeah.
I ain't buying it. What y'all think?
We ain't
IG
buying
fam, what y'all think? I see Lance and Zaro. See it's Cynthia. This is why I stopped saying your names in IG. Tammy, Erica, Jay. See, that's why I stopped. J Lee Photo 29. That's why I stopped. Y'all need to get some regular names. I don't know. I don't. This does not resonate with me at all, because when I say that these are literally, what's that one? What are they giving it the name? Like, why is it called Nordic, right? And even the fact that they say it's the peaceful nature. Let's see what he says. Human-like appearance, advanced intelligence. Why the white one the most advanced? How come the reptilian is only highly intelligent? The gray one ain't nothing. The gray one, it don't even it just says advanced technology. Then why are you crashing?
But you see underneath it says species class. It says humanoid.
Where are you looking at that?
Right underneath the name.
Insectoid, humanoid, Styrian, and humanoid.
And to my knowledge, humanoid is a human robot, right?
I mean, that's what they're calling the robots, but
right. So now they just letting us know that, hey, I gotta do more research on that, because why are they naming it a humanoid, which is a human robot?
Yeah. You want to know what that Nordic one is?
Talk to me.
So supposedly these Nordics are the Palladians who have been peacefully watching the earth and watching us and making sure that we don't go into destruction and we don't go into this and this and this. So these Nordic ones are the peaceful makers and the ones who have been watching us and keeping the peace and keeping us protected. They're the Palladians. Look up Palladian. I ain't buying it, y'all. I ain't buying it. What y'all think? Boo Man said they getting the world ready. It feels like they have literally just, but some of these things that they're talking about have shown up in ancient civilizations. The reptilians have shown up, I believe, even on some of the Egyptian hieroglyphs. These giant people have shown up multiple times throughout history, but they were way bigger than 8 foot. Like 8 foot is a basketball player.
Right.
These giant skulls that they were finding the head was like this big. And there's a bunch of different accounts of that. You want to know what they're not talking about? You ever heard of a man called Ron Wyatt?
Ron Wyatt.
That's what they ain't talking about. And
how you spell his last name?
Wyatt. So it's either they are actually disclosing what has been happening, like for real, because we've seen this. Like I said, we've seen this on hieroglyphs. We've seen this throughout the Sumerian culture, talking about spaceships. We've seen certain ancient, I think even like the Egyptian artwork of Jesus being crucified, and certain ancient artwork of Jesus being crucified. Some of them show like spaceships in the sky. So this is something that has been, it could be them actually disclosing true information or a fabrication of what has just been constantly going, so we believe it more.
I think that's what it is. Because it's like, come on, man. I mean, well, I do know that the military is overly protective in giving us information on what they have seen or acknowledged, but for nothing to really come in physical form here and we don't see it is crazy to me. It's crazy. I can't believe it. As much as I want to, it's like I need more proof, bro.
Yeah. So the Palladians is advanced extraterrestrial beings in New Age lore, ultimately referred to as they're basically star seeds, is what the Palladians, that's their other name. But they're highly evolved, peaceful, and deeply focused on the spiritual evolution and welfare of the earth. That's what the Palladians have been. They've been talked about for such a long time. I'm just gonna pull up this this image right here, just so y'all can see the Palladians and how they look very similar to this quote unquote Nordic. Okay. And I want y'all to give me your own. So this is what the Palladians, right? We talked about the Palladians. Where they at? Talked about the Palladians for such a long time. I've been hearing about the Palladians, these star seeds, for years, 10, 15, 20 years, right? Look at these Palladians. Doesn't that look like the Nordic?
Yeah.
Don't that look like the Nordic?
Yeah.
Right? Don't that look just like that Nordic? Look at this thing. Come on.
But you know what? One thing I hate about whoever creates this imagery, they always use a paler skin or a fair skin.
Right.
Which I don't believe. That's when you stop me there. Because like you said, if we were the first to walk the earth, it gotta be some black somewhere in one of them. They gotta have some type of locks, Jerry curl or something. Y'all keep giving us these fair skinned people, which I'm cool with, but make it equal. If you're gonna put it out there, show what one look like as a white, show what one look like as a black. Because now if they all come back black, we're gonna be like, oh, this is not what they showed us.
Yep. And that's what David Wilcox was talking about. She's talking about the TMI. Like, that's what David Wilcox got in trouble for. David Wilcox was talking about that black Jesus. And he was like, they're gonna get me for talking about this. But you're absolutely right. They all look the same. Why is it? Why is that? All of the peaceful watchers and all of this all come in that pale. It's been the brainwashing technique forever. With every savior has looked the same. Every savior has looked the same. Long hair, pale, fragile looking. So why would that change now? You know, this has been the story forever, right? Like, this is always the savior. Always the savior is this.
But that's the point. If you want to make it believable, you gotta make it right. One reasons why I believe vampires are real, because I seen one look as pale and one look as black.
They got different.
You can do it, but for them to only put this one image and this one picture out is crazy to me. That's when I stopped believing. That's when my mind like, oh, that can't be true. Can't be true.
Yeah. What Boo Man say?
How prepared do y'all think the world is for possibility that everything we thought we knew was not true, possibly even all religion and spirituality?
How prepared do we think the world is? I don't know if they're prepared, but I think they're ready. I think they're ready. I think that these times have been so turbulent for everybody that if there was ever a time for this to come out, now would be it. I think the fact that they had that meeting with all those church, with all those pastors and stuff, and telling them to prepare their congregations and things. I feel like, for me, I've always been down this path. So I've always been a weirdo of studying this ever since high school and stuff. So, there's a lot of people who have been on the same journey of studying this and trying to peel back the curtain, but there's a lot who don't, and there's a lot who don't want to. And I think that a lot of people will probably just continue on with their regular lives. Like, it's going to be too much information. They don't want to hear it. If it does not disrupt their everyday, they're going to be on some, I don't care about these aliens. I still got bills to pay. Aliens ain't stopping my mortgage. Right.
Right. What I would say to that is, if they lied to us once, what stops them from lying to us again?
Right.
So to answer your question, Boo Man, I don't think we are prepared. I feel like it's gonna it's gonna pop up like smoke and mirrors, and it's gonna be chaotic.
Yeah.
And it's gonna send this world in a deep turmoil. That's what I believe.
I think it's gonna be chaotic too. We couldn't even handle. Look at our grocery stores when COVID came. We couldn't even handle something like COVID.
Yeah.
There will be no resources left.
Yeah.
There will be no resources. So all those people who've been doomsday prepping and all of that, this their time right now.
No, that's a fact.
It's their time. All those people who've been saving supplies, building bug out tents, bug out bags, bug out cars, stocking up on water, stocking up on MRIs, getting solar generators. This is their time right now because they sitting at back and they chilling. They know that they can go without going to a grocery store, anything, for months and months and months. So the people who can't, that's where the hysteria is going to come in. And then now with those whole digital price tags, that's going to change a lot too.
Y'all heard about that, right? Did y'all hear about that? Digital price tags.
Y'all hear about the digital price tags? Oh, it's coming, y'all. It's starting in some stores. They got the cameras on them.
Yeah.
The price is going to change based off of who's looking at it.
Yeah. And the availability and the quantity.
Yep. So they got digital price tags popping off in the grocery stores right now. If y'all remember that movie Minority Report a while ago, all of the ads were tailored to you. They have that inside of the Detroit airport right now, where it's the exact same thing. You stand in the square, you look at the screen, and it talks directly to you, gives you the information based off of your flight and stuff. Did you know about that?
Nah.
Yeah, that's in the Detroit airport right now.
You know the name of it?
Detroit International Airport. I don't know.
Let's see.
Anthony said, that is a lie. The Nordic are pale like that because they're on the other side of the ice wall. That's Arctic bleaching. Are you talking about the ice wall in Antarctica? The one that supposedly doesn't exist? The one that Mr. Beast almost came out and talked about by accident? He almost came out on the stream and talked about that. But supposedly there's the ice wall in Antarctica stops everything. Like the world almost stops in Antarctica, and there's a big wall that seals it all in, and this would then go to the whole flat earth theory. And it's the only place where there is a full treaty throughout the whole world, right? There's a full complete treaty in Antarctica. Like whatever it is about Antarctica, we have all agreed to not fuck around and find out.
Right.
So there's a lot of things about Antarctica. So many scientists always going up there. So all that is about to come out. I think, man, if I was a betting man, I would just say most of this is trying to push us away from God. Every ploy and every plot is now meant to push us away from God, to try to dismantle religion. Some religions need to be dismantled. I ain't gonna hold you. Some religions have turned into some cults, things like that. I mean, some of the religions, when you look at it, you be like, this is what y'all believe, right? And it's no disrespect to any religion or anything, but it's just like, really? I mean, I'll go to the Mormon religion. The fact that they think that blacks are evil. I'm not getting behind no religion that just say black people are evil. Dark-skinned people are evil. How can I get behind that? In what world would I get behind that says that I'm evil by nature? Not getting behind it. So I think it's religions like that have truly caused separatism, that have truly caused confusion, and have kept us in Plato's cave. And I think now there's people who are going to be coming out trying to tell us what our world is, and most of us are not going to want to believe it because we're going to want to think that the cave is what life and what the world is. But we're in for a rude awakening, man. And the book of Enoch talks about this too. What they say.
Anthony says the leader of the Mormon church is independently.
Yeah.
I believe, like you said, everything is all division, man. It's keeping us away and not pushing us closer to.
Yeah.
Everything is just pushing us away.
So I think, the more you lock in with who you believe the creator is and all of that, you'll see that this is meant to keep us in chaos. The more that we stay in chaos, the more we stay in fear, the more they're able to stay in control. Now with aliens, we're going to want to depend on the government. We're at a point right now where some of us are so upset and torn with our government and all of that what will make us come closer to them, it'll make us dependent on them. And what will make us dependent on them? Major fear. And what will be a major fear? Them telling us that there's these species out there and disclosing all this new information. They didn't try everything else. We're not afraid of war anymore. We're not afraid of viruses and stuff like that anymore. They already used that one. And now here we are.
Mm-hmm. Let the saga continue.
I don't know, man. All we got to do is just focus on these NBA finals, pay our rent, don't look up.
Who you got for the finals, man?
I don't even know who in it, man.
I'm going Knicks. Knicks crazy.
I don't even know who in it, man.
The Knicks need to win.
I started watching the Knicks.
Yeah.
That's all New York need.
That's all they need.
That's all New York needs.
Go up on a Tuesday.
We can't. I don't know. I started watching The Chosen again.
Okay.
I started watching these historical archaeologists and all of this. Oh, did you look up Ron Wyatt?
Let me see.
This is where my time has been going, y'all. This is what I've been studying. Okay, because in the midst of all the confusion, I'm looking for things and information and excavations and all of this that point me closer to the creator, not further away. It's RONWYATT. And I encourage a lot of people to go out there because I think we should. I want discussions with this because I want to know if I want confirmations of things that I'm reading. Look up the Ark of the Covenant. Ron Wyatt, Ark of the Covenant. So this guy, I believe it was in the 80s, supposedly found the Ark of the Covenant and supposedly, was able to find the blood of Jesus. And what they discovered, and I'm not hip on this at all, so if anybody knows more, please, put it in the comments or chime in. But supposedly what they discovered was that this blood only had like 200 and something chromosomes in it or something. Is it chromosomes?
I'm trying to find a credible source right now. All I'm getting is Reddit posts.
Oh, yeah. Because a lot of it's been scraped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't want to push out nothing that's... Let me see.
Yeah. So supposedly found the Ark of the Covenant. So, when children are born, right, we have, I think it's like 400 and something. What is it? What is the word I'm looking for? I don't know if it's chromosomes or what, but we have like 400 and something things in our blood, chromosomes, whatever. No, it's not, because X and Y chromosome, right? But whatever. There's 400 and something because we get 200 and something from our mom, 200 and something from our dad. So this blood that they found supposedly only had 200 and something, meaning that it was only developed by one person. So what that would prove then is that this child, whatever this blood source came from, there was no mixing of another person's genetic markers, as Anthony says. So what that means is that this body should not have been developed, and that would then confirm the story that Mary was a virgin when she had Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
That would literally confirm that. And they started scraping it. He was out there doing all these excavations out in where's it at? I've been watching people go to Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the Exodus took place. So I've been watching all these people go and do the whole Exodus journey, where they go to the rock of Hirab, and you look at this rock. Oh my goodness. Can you pull up the rock of Hirab? Herob, I believe it is. This rock is crazy. It's like super tall. There is a split down the rock, and even around it, you can kind of see where water has flowed. So if this is true, then this would mean that in the story of Exodus, when Moses struck the rock, this is the rock that he struck when they were in the desert and they were thirsty and they were crying out to him, "Did you bring us here to kill?" And God said, go strike the rock, give him water. This is the rock that supposedly he struck, and around it shows evidence of that being true. That's crazy to me. See, this is the stuff that's crazy. Look at this rock, y'all. This is the stuff that's fascinating to me right now. And this is the stuff I'm on right now. So it's hard for me to kind of like Netflix and chill and all of this stuff right now when there's so much dope information. I'm just getting
you can Netflix and chill with this.
Where?
I'm just
oh yeah, because oh okay, yeah, I forgot what Netflix and chill mean, y'all. I'll be thinking I'm just by myself, so I just think Netflix mean just throw a movie on and just be by it. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. Look at this rock, y'all. So this is supposedly the rock that Moses struck, and if you see like all around this area, you can kind of see like where the water was flowing down. They go to Mount Sinai and they talk about how, you know, God came down in a cloud of fire and smoke and all of this. And if you look at the mount, you could look at Mount Sinai and the top of the mountain is burned, like as if there was a major fire. They talk about them getting to Elim, where it was streams of water and 60 palm trees or something like that. And then when you look at the Exodus, there's literally a spot in there in Elim where out of nowhere, there's just these palm trees and these streams of water. So it's just insane of all of the discovery and all of these people out here doing these excavations and out here doing these journeys and stuff and documenting it, and us being able to come and watch it and see it. And I think that science and all of these things are now getting closer to pointing to the fact that, yeah, there might be something to this Bible, right? And there might be a lot of truth to it. So if that's the case, and it gives us a literal blueprint of everything that we've questioned, from the creation to what happens before and after to what our journey is here, then if you have that blueprint, it's impossible to be misled. When you got what they going to say, they're going to throw aliens at you and you're going to say, well, let me check here. Well, I see it here, and this is what it says to do about aliens. When they throw fake wars at you, you say, Let me see. Okay, boom, boom, boom. You hear rumors of war and this. Do not be okay. Well, it tells me not to be fearful of this time. It talks exactly about this time. All right, boom. When they talk about the watchers and the left, let me see. Oh, it talks about here, right here in the book of Enoch and the Apocrypha. Boom. It talks about this. Oh, it says this was happened. This what happened before, and this is how we deal with it. So when we have a blueprint on how to deal with this stuff, what power does somebody have then?
Right. That's a great question. That's a great question. What y'all think in the chat?
Yeah. And it's not confused, like the blueprint, like when it speaks, it tells you what to do, right? And it tells you how to live, and it tells you what to expect after this. What they gonna do? What you gonna do? What your little distraction gonna do now?
Right.
What is this gonna do now? When it actually points that you're gonna do that to me.
Right.
It says it already warned me you're gonna do this to me. And it says many will come in my name, many will do this. It ain't me, homie.
Right.
Oh, okay. This is what's gonna happen. Watch out for people who say this. You want to know how that you'll know if they're true or not? Look at the fruit that they bear. Okay. So I'm not listening to words, I'm looking at actions. Thanks for telling me that. Let me look at these actions. Oh, those actions don't match. Oh, you warned me about this. This is how I'm supposed to act in that. It's a blueprint. And it's trying to push us further away from it. Further away.
I can believe that. Shout out to Pinky. She said I learned more from Zen AM than I did in school. That's a fact. Every time we come on here, I be learning. So I know if you learning, I know I'm learning.
Shout out. So to me, that's the reason why I see now much more clearly than I did before. Because it's easy when you don't have a blueprint. When you don't have an address put in your GPS, it's easy to get lost. If you don't know the direction, that GPS to be like, turn left here. And you be like, no, it's actually faster to go this way. I didn't already been this way. Turn left here. And it keeps telling you, it keeps rerouting you. Like, no, at some point you turn it off. Because you say, I know how to get there.
Right.
I know how to get there. I'm not listening to you. You trying to send me the long way. And I know right now, and there's traffic right now, and it's going to take me even longer. It may seem like it's the right way, but it's not. There's a few shortcuts to get me to where I'm going. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn you off because now you're distracting me from my drive. I was using you to help me from my drive, but now you're a distraction because I actually know where I'm going and I can get there better than if you tried to lead me.
And that's powerful. Talking about distraction is like learning how to cut things off, because we have a lot of distractions. If it's social media, if it's work, if it's friends, if it's just vices, we got to learn how to just turn it off. Because the true direction is all inside of us. We have the true navigator in the Bible, and our hearts, minds, and spirits. Intuition, discernment. That's all the navigation we need. Now you in rare form.
That's all we need, man. Like we don't. And when we look at all of these different texts and we look at different, it's funny. I watch a lot of debates now on religion on YouTube because I want to hear everyone's point. I got to hear those points. I want to see the top people of the Mormon church. I want to see the top people of the Christian churches. I want to see the top people of the Muslim churches. I want to see these people who know the Quran, who know these texts, that know it. And I want to see them talk to somebody who know those other texts, and let's see who come out on top.
Right.
And let's see.
But you know, that's what I would like to see. But you know, politics and religion always politics and religion always is a recipe for distraction and disagreement. And that's why I love the way how we talk when we have healthy debates. If that could be conformed into where people that have these debates can listen and understand, but it's a lot of pride and ego when you debate or when you have an argument. I feel like a lot of the times they're just here to argue and not hearing someone out. If they wrong or right, just give that person their respect and hear them out and be like, well, my text says this. If your text says that, if that works for you, by all means. But it's always a big conflict and confusion when it comes to speaking on religion or politics.
Yeah. And those are the things that control everything. So they made a taboo for us not to speak about it.
That's a fact.
We don't want y'all talking politics, because y'all gonna see that allegedly a lot of the politicians are crooked. So if you sit and talk about it, y'all will start to draw these conclusions and realize, oh, they're playing us. The same way that WWF plays us. We watch WWF and we watch these characters and they are so mad at each other and this and this and this and this. And then they go behind the scenes, and after the show's over, they go have drinks and hang out and they best friends.
Right.
But in front of the camera, they enemies. DX hated the DOA and the Nation of Domination, and Farouk Assad hated Ahmed Johnson, and backstage they cousins.
Right. I'm coming over for dinner.
It's like they drove there together. They carpool together, but in front of y'all they hate each other. And that's so we can't have them talking, because what's going to happen is Joe, who ran into us in Venice Beach, saw us working out, is going to tell Joe number 2, and Joe number 2 still think this is real, and he's gonna be like, no, it ain't real, man. They was over there hanging out. And Joe number 2's like, what do you mean that ain't real? No, they hate each other. No, man, they look, I got a picture of them hanging out. And then Joe number 2's like, it's fake? And now they wake up and see that it's all just a show. They didn't know before. Now, when we start to talk, and because when we talk, we're supposed to gather information and share it. We're not supposed to fight and bicker about it. This is what I found, what you find. Well, this aligns, this doesn't, this does. Especially religion. That's the main thing. What else are we supposed to be talking about? That's the main thing we should be talking about. Who the heck are we? Where the heck did we come from? What the heck created us? What the heck are we doing here? And what the heck happens when we leave? What else matters outside of that?
Right.
What else matters? That sale at Macy's? What Kim Kardashian and whatever Kardashian is getting into a lawsuit? Whatever girl this NFL coach is doing it to? Whatever this NFL players, that's what you want us to talk about? In what way does it enrich our lives? In what way does it get us smarter and make us better people? It doesn't. It's just gossip. So they got us in this loop of gossip that we've exchanged for news. But it ain't news. Right. It's old. It's the same stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Just the bickering. Nah, man, these are the stuff that we need to be talking about, because this is the stuff that gets us closer to the truth.
That's the fact. That's all we're looking for, is the truth. That's a fact.
So we're going to talk religion all day, because we got to talk about that. Let's just say that this religion is wrong and this one is right. And this religion has millions and millions of people in it. What that means is that millions and millions of people aren't hip to the truth. That's a very scary thought. That's a very scary thought, to think that millions and millions of people are being misled without even knowing it. And not only do they not know they're being misled, they're fighting to get other people to come with them to be misled.
No, that's true.
That's scary.
That's just like, that's the same analogy of your neighbor's house burning down. You see it, but you don't knock on the door to let them know that, hey, the top of your roof is on fire. And they got a whole family, they having a party and everything. So it's like you're not gonna bring the truth to someone based off of who they are and what they are. And we gotta share information. Hey, I know you this. I don't mean to be offensive, but I would like to share this with you. And that's up to them to receive it or not. And it's not for you to be upset if they don't receive it or not. But you did your job of knocking on the door and say, hey, your roof might be on fire.
That's true.
So
and some of us have been taught that unless we have certain credentials, we can't go and let them know, right? We've been taught I'm not a fireman, so I can't go and tell them that their roof is on fire because I don't know enough about it. I don't know enough about fires to know if this fire will engulf them. And that's the problem. That's what happened with the disciples when Jesus was trying to send them out. And they say, we don't know enough. We don't know anything. He said, you know enough. Go teach. We don't know anything. You know enough. What are we supposed to say? Whatever you heard me say. Like you heard me say, whatever you heard me say that you remember. Go. I want to make you a fisherman of men. Go. Wake people up. If 99 sheep are here and we lost the one, we go back for the one, and we rejoice that we found that one. Not that we have 99 that were saved. We rejoice that we found that one that got lost. And that's the whole point.
No.
That's the whole point.
That's a fact.
So, oh yeah, y'all talking today.
They in the comments?
Yeah.
Said facts. Piggy says just how lawyers do it as well. They play their roles and hang out later.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Numerology Nation. God is infinite, and that includes everything. A lot of religion texts still call God, and a lot of the characters just have different names, but it's all the same people. That's a fact. I say that all the time. There's multiple ways to say hello in different languages. In Japanese, in Chinese, in Spanish, in French. There's multiple ways to say hello, but they still saying hello. At the end of the day, we all praying to the same God. We just got to stop being egotistic. You know, what works for someone may not work for me. We live in different forms and terrains and different walks of life. So as long as they peaceful and they have a spiritual connection with the higher power, God that may be, we just let it be. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not in no role of convincing. Now I'll share and I'll testimony, but I'm not gonna force people to join the walk or the path that I'm on. I just feel like if you gotta pull somebody, they don't need to be saved, but you will share the light, of course.
I would have agreed with that probably months ago, but
talk to me.
I think that there's some people who are asleep, and there's some people who you can gently walk in and say, hey, it's morning time. And they get up. And there's some people you got to shake to get up.
Right.
And there's some people you might even got to throw some water on them to get them up. Still got to get up, though. We still got to get them up. And we still gotta, we still have to, right? It's our job. What else is our job? Our job, and it says, blessed are the peacemakers. Blessed are the peacemakers, not the ones like I used to be, where I sit up in my house, and as long as I'm creating peace, that's cool. That's all I need. But it's like, no, the ones who are actively seeking and creating peace. Different from just being in your house and removing yourself from everything. It's another thing to actively create peace. And the Bible said it wants people who are actively creating peace. Blessed are the peacemakers for, what does it say? Blessed are the peacemakers, for those will be called the children of God, or something like that. He says it in there. This is what the blueprint is right there. I need you actively. I need you active.
Yeah, true. Active, but it's not forced. So to give the same analogy, if someone's in a burning building and they sleep, and I'm shaking them and I'm throwing water on them and they not waking up, am I just gonna stay in that burning building?
You're gonna pick them up. If it's your mama, you're gonna pick her up. If she's still asleep, you're gonna pick her up, you're gonna throw her over your shoulders, and you're gonna get her out of the house so she doesn't perish. And then when she finally comes to, you're gonna say, this is what I had to do. You was about to be if I didn't do this, we wouldn't be having this talk right now. You are about to be done. So we won't leave them in that building.
So
we ain't gonna see no human and just leave them. And when we go outside, we watch them burn and say, I tried to wake them up.
So let me go deeper.
Yeah.
They forcefully fighting you. Are you still gonna stay in that fire?
I think it all depends who that person is. I think that we'll have if it's a stranger, we're not gonna put up as much as a fight if it's a loved one. Right? If it's somebody that you don't know, that you just went to their house and you told them that, and they start fighting you, you're gonna be like, man, fuck you. Deal with it. But if it's a loved one that you've known your whole life, I promise that you probably will put up a little bit of a bigger fight for them. Would you not?
So to be honest, what I would do for my neighbor is the same I would do for my enemy.
What about a family member though? But that's a good way to be.
No,
that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, same way. That's what I'm saying. So if it comes to a point where you're forcefully fighting me and not joining, I'm always gonna save myself first.
Right. No, that's true.
But if it's an enemy, if it's a family member, if they want help, I'm gonna help them get out.
Right.
But we're not gonna have no bickering,
friction
in the middle of the fire.
I agree with
that.
I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. 100%. And even Jesus agreed with that. Because Jesus said, go to these cities, and the ones who are willing and open and receive you, stay in their house as long as you can. And if the city doesn't receive you and doesn't want to hear what you got to say, knock the dust off your feet and keep going.
See? It's right there. It's in the
right there. It's in the text. You're 100% right. Knock the dust off your feet. Kick the flame and keep it moving.
Keep it moving. So yeah, you are 100% right with that. And also 100% right with treating the neighbor the same as you would a loved one. Because that's in there too. That's in there. That's biblical. Like, what good is it to pray for the person that loves you? Right.
Isn't that what the politicians do? Like, only pray for the people that love them. Does the sun not shine on the good and the bad?
Yeah.
So yeah, you talking biblical talk from what I'm learning. I'm new in the Bible, y'all. I'm new in this thing. Okay. I'm not even a year deep in the Bible. So I'm just learning it. But I'm dissecting it, and it's amazing text. It's amazing, but you're absolutely right about that. We do not sit and fight people in the fire.
And that's what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Financially, relationship wise, business wise, but we ain't fighting in no storm.
Right.
I'm gonna help you if you want help, but you ain't gonna force me not to help you.
Right.
I'm out.
Right.
Because you don't value the time or the extra instructions to get out of what you're getting out of.
Yeah.
And for me, that's why I've always, any walk, shapes of life, if there's information that make me better, I get the ego out. And that's the hardest thing, is really like telling yourself, hey, sit and be a student. We always want to teach. We think the older we get, the more we're supposed to be teachers. But no, the older we get, we should be more students. I was reading something, and a parent was like, why is it that when kids get older, we spend less time helping them with homework?
Because their homework is hard.
But if you really think about it, the older we get, we lose connection from that family bond. You're not sitting down having a discussion with your 16 or 17-year-old about a science debate.
Right.
We leaving them to fend for themselves. So it's like, we got to start building up that village and that family.
Yeah, 100%. Have you seen how they teaching math?
Nah, bro.
Have you seen how they're teaching math?
Nah.
These kids have anxiety because of how they teaching math. I've never seen nothing like this, bro. The way that they teach in math is insane. It is bananas. I'm gonna see if I can find it. But you are absolutely right about that. There's so much family dynamic that we lose. But then we talk about what Jesus said, right? And Jesus has siblings. Mm-hmm. And it was like, that's your mother. And Jesus was like, who is my mother? Who's my brother? My brother or my mother are those who follow God. So at some point, it's the same thing that we just talked about. If that bickering, because you could have a kid that that don't want to grow, that don't want to follow this, that don't want to connect, right? And bigger than that, I think that is obviously by design with the family element, though, right? It's by design keeping us separated, and technology and all of this stuff is keeping us all messed up, man. Like let me see. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. The problem with it too is that the more we listen to technology, the lower the voice in our head with God gets.
No,
so
true.
You know what I mean? Okay, I found it. I'm about to show y'all this right here. Hold on. This is how they teach in math, y'all. And I would love to get y'all take on this, because some of y'all's parents, I'm not. If I seen this, I would take my kids out of school immediately, but I jump to conclusions real quick. So let me get y'all take on this. Can y'all see?
Look at this.
Can you hear
so
this
right here is the original way that we learn how to do multiplication, subtraction, stuff like that. This parent shows how the kids now are being taught this. Let's look at this.
So the problem is 57 plus 25. The way we were taught was 7 plus 5 is 12. So the 2 goes here.
Bring up
the
the 1
goes up there.
5
Add plus 2 is 7. Plus 1 is 8.
Smooth.
Boom.
Simple.
Done. The way they're teaching her,
look at this,
is you get your 57 plus 25. There's 7 ones plus 5 tens, so it's a 50. 25. 5 ones plus 2 tens. So 7 plus 5 is 12. But we got to break the 12 apart into 2 ones and 1 10. 50 plus 20 is 70.
I'm
so
lost.
70
I'm still lost.
Plus the 10 is 80. Plus the 2 is 82. That's the way they're teaching her how to do something simple. They turned this into this.
This is my...
It's crazy.
Did you see it?
No, we just heard it.
Ah, shoot. Man.
We just heard it.
Second time watching that video, and I'm still confused on one, why and how do you do this? It makes no sense that you made this that.
Never mind. Y'all get the point.
Yeah. All right, man. It was 9:19. We're gonna get up out of this thing.
Yeah, y'all. I hope we didn't yet scare y'all off. No, it's my day. I hope we ain't scare y'all off. Wednesdays have changed.
Change.
So yeah, we'll be here Friday, y'all. Great show. We'll be here Friday. Same Zen channel, same Zen time. Always stay locked in, man. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube that we need to be watching more right now. Don't get distracted by the craziness that's out there. Get into your Bibles, get into your deep religious text. There's so much fascinating things out there that are starting to confirm the story of the Bible, like pure history, which is amazing. So lock into that, and that thing is going to warn you and tell you about what's to come.
That's a fact.
Holla, we see y'all Friday.
Holla.
Thanks. She said fire show. Thank you.
Great show.